Hey folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Superheroes from the Mind of Clive Barker, Saint Sinner, Issue 1 by Marvel, and another company I don't know how to pronounce the name of, so I'll leave it up here on screen. Now, there is violence, murder, rape, demons, blood, creatures from other dimensions, angels, murder. I think I already said murder though. And torture, I think. Yeah, there was a bit of torture. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, so I'll read you the names, but also leave them here on screen. The creator, of course, is Clive Barker. Writer is Aileen Lee. Or, I think I botched that. Artist is Max Douglas. Colorist is Christy, don't know how to pronounce that. And the rest you'll see on screen. Oh, Editor-in-Chief is Tom DeFalco. Hello again, Mr. DeFalco. Alright. That's everything usual. Now, I've never heard of this before. My friend Leor showed me this comic a week or two ago. I don't remember how. He either bought it or I think he bought this one and showed me. Now, I've read Pinhead comic by Clive Barker, Hellraiser by Clive Barker, and I wanted to see how this one would be. This is the first one in I think a series. I don't know how many comics there are for this one though. But I figured it'd be interesting, and also superheroes from the mind of Clive Barker. It's interesting to see what his take on superheroes would be. I haven't read that much Clive Barker, but still, I wanted to find out. Also, like the shiny cover. Alright, so our story starts with not three friends. Our story starts with this young man here. His name is Philip. One second. Has a surname. What was it? Philip. Oh, there we go. Fetter. I'll leave it also here on screen. I'm not sure how to pronounce that surname. But we start our story with Philip. He's running down the street, telling us about how things changed. How just last week he was a normal 16-year-old boy. And how now the noise doesn't stop. How there was no noise before. Running down the street. And he keeps running and running. And then we go back to what happened a week ago. So a week ago he was near, down in the sewers. He and two of his friends, Danny and, I forgot the other one. Oh, Danny's a girl, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Danny and his other friend, they all go into the sewer. They're like, well, let's go in until we gets up into another street. I don't remember which one. So they split up there. There's two tunnels. They split up. Whoever reaches first buys burgers. So we go with Philip, and as he's about to go up into a certain manhole, he suddenly hears a voice in his head telling him, that's a nice jacket. You should also have a jacket like that. Then we move into his friends, who also found the manhole. They're about to climb out. They're talking about something and standing down. And suddenly the torches they have die out. And the other friend screams. Because Philip gets behind them. It's Philip, controlled by this mysterious voice. He kills his friend, And Danny freaks out. She doesn't understand what happened. She's quickly climbing up to get out, but unfortunately she doesn't make it. Philip grabs her and kills her as well, leaving with the jacket. He goes back home and tries to, convince himself this wasn't real, this didn't happen. Tomorrow my friends are gonna call me, or tonight they're gonna call me, but nah, of course they don't call him. Then we see him at school. Outside on the bleachers, some cheerleaders. He hears the voice again. It's telling him, you should be able to sleep with one of those cheerleaders. And in the next scene, he rapes one and kills her and leaves her in the dumpster. So that also happens. Then we move on to his parents. The voice talks to him again. He goes into the living room. There's a knife behind his back. And we see his mom and dad. His mom asking him, "What's wrong, honey?" And somehow, he manages to disobey the voice this time. He doesn't know how, but he stops himself. He drops the knife, and he runs out of the house. And now we go back to him running down the streets until he gets to a river, or to the end of the world, as he calls it, and he jumps in. And we see the demon, the voices had the demon talking to him, saying all sorts of things. He wants to kill himself so he won't hurt others, and the noise will stop. But he's saved by a young, I guess also a teenager, a young woman. She saves him. She starts giving him mouth to mouth, but once he's conscious again and he's breathing, the voice tells him to kill her. So he grabs her and strangles her. But then out of her, some light appears and goes inside of him. So she's apparently an angel, and she goes inside his body and mind, just like the devil did. Sorry, not the devil, the demon did. And they start fighting inside of him. Now the demon, wants out. He doesn't want the angel. I think she tries to kill him in there. That's the angel, by the way. And also the young woman. There she is. And that's the demon there. So they're fighting. The demon calls his brothers to help him so he can escape the body and not have the angel kill him or control him. The demons appear out of a portal. That's some interesting demon brothers. One has a clock for a head. One looks like an alien. Another one looks like kind of a skeleton creature. Very, I want to know how the parents look. But yeah, they grab Philip and they take him to another dimension, to a place with no what did Philip call it? A place with no ending. The Amen. He calls it the Amen. And if I'm wrong, I'll leave it here on screen. But he calls it the Amen. And the first glance we get of it looks like a giant skeleton of a creature. I'm not sure what kind of creature it's supposed to be. Looks like it has wings. But that's about it. I'm not sure what creature it's supposed to be, though. We're there. We get some a little bit of Pinhead action. They tie him up, but there's no hooks in the skin, though. I don't know, a little bit in the style of Pinhead. They're even wearing surgical masks, which I found a bit hilarious. You got these demons wearing surgical masks, trying to remove their brother from the body of this young boy. They don't succeed. They can't do anything. Poor Philip there is suffering. So they decide to throw his body to rot, and then they can release their brother. Because currently they can't do it, I think, without killing their brother, was it? So we go to where they throw Philip in. It's some kind of abyss. It's not exactly an abyss. It's some kind of place. And he's not alone there. And he says that, like he says, while they're trying to figure out how to get the brother out, he's no longer the boy he's been. It's been 9 years already. He's now a man. He sees, he goes for a moment into his own mind again, because being there is driving him insane. He goes back to his mind, where you see the angel again, the demon. You know, the escape from here, the angel tells him there's a lot of possible futures. We go back to him being in this, let's just call it a sort of a pit. Like I said, he's not there alone. There's this kind of, I don't know, futuristic looking dude. I don't know, for some reason kind of remind me of Neo. He's got these goggles, his trench coat. He's in this cage made out of light rings. We got a tentacly kind of alien creature, maybe. We've got a big dude called Bull Baby. He looks kind of like a demon. And we got a woman. I don't know, looks like I'd say like a combination of Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing, and maybe a little bit of Voltaren Nose, Man-Thing. So slightly decomposing there. They're not human. They're from other dimensions. I don't know how they ended up there, but they're all trapped. Metrix guy, we'll call him that, tells Philip that he needs to use his powers that he has to escape. Because then he'll start a chain and all of them can escape. The decomposing Ivy girl, she takes one of his tears and puts it to her belly, and then a flower grows. It says she needs a lot of things that are alive to fill the holes in her. They're very fascinating what kind of places these guys came from. Right, where was I? Yeah, so Philip's not sure how to do this, but they tell him, yes, you know how. So he does something, and he's tied up to a tree by eels. Not electric eels, but eels. He does something, and the eel retract back and turn young, and now he's free, and he starts freeing the other ones. He frees, except the decomposing Ivy lady. She's not bound to anything. He releases Metrix guy, who then releases tentacly alien thing, and then he also releases Bull Baby. Tentacly thing tells him, why are you releasing her? And tells him, I saw this is how it's supposed to happen. Metrix guy disappears for a moment there. He's meant to be, he's from another dimension. I'm not sure what exactly he is. Tentacly thing yells that he, betrayed them, abandoned them for some reason, even though he comes back. I don't know. Now they're all free. Bull Baby gives Philip the jacket, this jacket here that he had from the beginning. The jacket, how it all began. The demon whispered to him, you need a jacket like that too. They all start to run. They need to escape before the demon's brothers get to them. They all start running, crawling, and flying towards an exit. Philip again says, I don't know how to open a portal to get us out of here, but somehow he does know. Even says, as I say that, I know it's a lie. I do know how. Well, they're all running. Philip senses where they need to go. And they all go until they reach a place where he said, oh, this is familiar. This is a portal. And with the same powers, he opens a portal. And they all go through it. Now, they're still not out. They keep running. until he reaches another one. That they all go out, all of them except almost the tentacly alien thing. And for some reason, the demon tells him, you need to close the portal now, or else that tentacly alien thing is going to eat Earth. He's going to eat it and consume everything. For some reason, the angel tells him, no, don't do it. The tentacly thing hasn't escaped yet. And Philip closes the portal on him while one of the demon brothers already grabbed him. But it's too late. He closes it, and then they're all sitting in the giant, not giant, but a very big sewer pipe. The same place where where Philip entered with his friends at the beginning of the comic. Philip, he said I killed someone else because he left the tentacly alien thing back there. And then I don't know if it's the decomposing Ivy girl or Metrix guy, but one of them says, definitely not Bull Baby. Bull Baby's not on the most intelligent side, let's put it like that. Anyway, one of them says that it was very unpredictable, maybe it was for the best they left him there. Philip says, not for him, but for us it was. Before that happens, we finally go back to where, Right, that happens, they get out, and virtually no time passed, really. For Philip, it's been 9 years of torture, but in the real world, in his dimension, very little time passed, because we see a drunk hobo tells the police about the body of the angel. He leads them to the river, which they pull out of the river, which is weird, because she wasn't in the river in the beginning. She was on the dock. He choked her to death on the dock. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention, the other creatures, they can't go back to their own dimensions for some reason. And they've been cast out, I think they said. So, I don't know. That's all that's mentioned about this. So the investigator of police tells the hobo guy, well, we owe you a bottle of some kind of booze. And he tells him, this pretty boy choked her to death. He's talking about Philip, that looks one of them rock stars. And as they examine the body of the angel, they see that she has this medallion, where one side it says saint and the other says sinner, and it has Philip's face on it. On one side of the sinner he has a devil's horn, and the other one he doesn't. So the hobo's like, yeah, that's him. That's the guy who murdered her. While that's happening, Philip and the other creatures, they're in that pipe looking. And then one policeman suddenly climbs up to them and he says, hey, you look like the kind of guy I need to talk to. And guy you fit the description. Bull Baby grabs his flashlight. It's a bit confusing exactly because of the art. I'll talk about that in a minute. Bull Baby grabs his flashlight. The guy obviously freaks out, and in the last panel you see Philip standing behind him saying, no, it's not Bull Baby you're looking for. If you want to talk to whoever killed an angel, then it's me you need to talk to. And that's it. That's where the comic ends. So this was just overall interesting. I asked my friend Leo if he could look for the other parts for me. I actually really would like to see where this is going. All right. Before I continue concluding, let's go to the art. Now this isn't my comic, so I'm just gonna show you pictures right here. The art is it's okay. It very well fits the story, the weirdness and the insanity of it all, but The thing is, in a lot of places, it's hard to tell what's happening. It really is. It's very confusing. You don't know what's what. I wish, although I agree that the art style fits perfectly, I wish it was more clear. Is with how messy it is and with all the dark colors, it's hard to tell what's going on at times. You have to look a few times at the pages and panels, and even then it's not really clear. Like I mentioned in the scene where the cop arrives, it looks like, with the art, it looks like he's behind them in the pipe, but he's not. But again, it's very hard to tell. So I don't know. It's just really, it was hard to tell. No offense to Mr. Douglas, but yeah. But again, the art fit very well. I think if it was more clear, I think it would have been a lot better. I think, clear, or at least more distinction with the colors, so you can more easily tell what's going on and where. As I mentioned, some places I think were a few coloring mistakes. But yeah, overall, fine enough art, very fitting. Overall, pretty good. The story was very interesting with Philip and this young kid. I quite like the idea. I very much look forward to see how this would continue. How would he work? Because now the demon and the angel are still inside his body. So how is he going to become a superhero like that? Does that mean these creatures are going to become his team? And how exactly he's going to save lives? Is he going to give himself up to the police for murdering the angel woman? Who is she even? Now, what you notice here is she's not wearing a cross. She's wearing, oh man, I forgot what, scarab? No. You see, she's wearing this Egyptian necklace with this symbol here. Right there. I'll put it also on screen what it's called. I don't remember right now, but that's interesting. I suppose she doesn't have to be an angel from Christianity, though. But still interesting. Will they always now fight in Philip's body? What does it mean for him? Because like it says here, good has a new champion, evil has a new hero. The same man. So I wonder how he would work. They didn't want to murder or do anything to these people, but the voice told him to, and he didn't have a choice. And the demon even tells him at the end, you can't, you have no control over me. So how's it gonna work? So yeah, that definitely is a cool one. Very interesting ideas. So yeah, that's about it. I do dig the cover though, it's very cool. As I mentioned before, it's shiny. That's nice. Great purple in the background. See, the colors are more like this inside. As I blabbered on about the art, you'll see some pages. I can show you more different ones because this is quite old, I think. It's from, I don't know what year, but I think it's pretty old. So I think it'll be safe to show you pages from the end. Oh, also, if you notice here, Philip has, he starts to get this scar on that would be the left side of his face. Right here. I don't know if that's from the demon being inside his head or what. But yeah. That's it. So I do recommend, right? Let me think. I always forget something. Let's see, talk about the story, talk about the art, the cover. Yeah, I think that's it. Now, if you like horror stories or stories that are very weird, full of demons and all sorts of other creatures, I think you'll enjoy this one. And hey, if you're a Clive Barker fan, maybe give this a try. See how you like his stories in comic form. Because even though Clive Barker didn't write this, it does have the feel of his stories. I have a short book of his stories, a short collection, and it gave me the same feel that the stories did, the same atmosphere. So in that regard, very similar. But who knows? Again, I haven't read that much Clive Barker. Alright, folks, so that is it. So let me know if you've ever read this one. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Do you know how many more there are? And that is it. Till next time, remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!